Imagine a world where every cup of tea holds a deadly secret. Now consider a quaint English village, nestled in the countryside, where one such cup of tea has led to a most perplexing murder. Welcome to the curious case of the poisoned Earl Grey. The crime scene, a cozy, antique-filled living room. The victim, a distinguished gentleman known to all as Mr. Abernathy, found lifeless in his favorite armchair, his lips tinged with the faintest hint of blue, and a half-empty cup of Earl Grey tea sitting ominously on the side table. Authorities were swift to act. The initial autopsy report revealed a lethal dose of cyanide in Mr. Abernathy's system. But where had it come from? The tea, of course, was the prime suspect, yet every tea bag in the Abernathy household was tested, and not a trace of poison was found. So if not the tea, then where? The mystery deepened when an examination of Mr. Abernathy's daily routine revealed an intriguing habit. Every afternoon at precisely 3 o'clock he would take his tea with a spoonful of honey. This honey, a special blend from a local apiary, was found to be laced with cyanide, but how did it get there? The apiary was investigated thoroughly. The bees were healthy, the other honey jars were clean. The poison, it seemed, was exclusively in Mr. Abernathy's jar. Suddenly, the focus shifted from how to who. Who stood to gain from Mr. Abernathy's untimely demise? As investigators delved into Mr. Abernathy's relations, they discovered a bitter family feud. His estranged nephew, a certain Mr. Edmund, had been written out of the will just days before the murder, and it was this very nephew who was responsible for delivering the honey jar to his uncle every week. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. The nephew, the will, the honey. It was a twisted tale of family, inheritance, and betrayal. Edmund had laced the honey with cyanide, knowing full well his uncle's daily ritual. But what led the authorities to Edmund? A tiny mistake. He had purchased a large quantity of cyanide for pest control just days before the murder. This, combined with his motive and opportunity, made him the prime suspect. The honey jar, indeed, was the smoking gun. So the mystery of the poisoned Earl Grey was solved. A tale of murder most foul, unraveled by careful investigation and keen observation. A reminder that even in the most tranquil of villages, beneath the calm surface, secrets can brew as deadly as a poisoned cup of tea.